guys, hope you're well. So, a couple of months ago I got given a recipe by one of my patrons, Andrew. Hey Andrew. So, it was just such an odd recipe that, well, I've got to give it a go. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I have changed the recipe very, very slightly to suit my needs, but at the end of the video I will stick the actual picture of the recipe that I got so you can see it's pretty much exactly the same. So that is what we're gonna do. We are gonna make mint wine. Pretty cool.
So in order to create this recipe, first I needed to get some mint. Now buying mint, the amount I needed, would have been rather expensive, so here you see me getting some wild mint. It grows pretty voraciously everywhere. So I needed 1 liter of mint, approximately. So I went ahead and collected the mint, and since I've got to steep this for 24 hours, I put it in a pan and boiling water. And yep, now just leaving it to steep. Now on with the video.
So because this takes a few parts that take a little bit of time for steeping, we're actually beginning near the end and working our way to the start. So I've got myself a lovely minion cup because, well, Dave gets lonely. And I'm going to add to it 3 Thai Fu tea bags. And then I'm just going to pour in a little bit of boiled water. We want some tannin. Obviously, if you have grape tannin, you can use that, but I can't be trusted with grape tannin. I always add way too much. So just a little blob, and now we're just going to set this to the side. So while we're waiting for our tea to cool down, we can now work on our lovely minty jus. So everything has been sterilized. I've pre-done it all to make it quicker. Now I've used bleach and washing up liquid. I did get asked, what quantity should I use? I just use a glug of bleach and a squirt of washing up liquid. Doesn't need to be too exact. Bleach, the thin bleach I use, is concentrated. It's actually more concentrated than the baby bottle sterilizing solutions that you get. So yeah, you don't need to really worry about that. A glug is more than enough. So let's strain this liquid off. So I've got my sterilized funnel and my sterilized sieve, if it will hold on there. And let's pour our liquid in. There we go. There we go. Looking good. Nice good flump. Oh, it smells kind of minty, almost like a kind of mint tea. Pretty cool. Now, add in our sugar. Yep, that's a lot of sugar. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of extra water. This is hot water. It's just going to aid in mixing in the sugar a lot quicker. My 1 teaspoon of yeast nutrient. Since we're going to be shaking the hell out of this, might as well add it in now. Make it easier to dissolve. Stick my lid on, and now commence the shaking. So now it's all been shaken up and it's just settling out. There is no sugar left in there, so it's all mixed in. Jobs are good. So now let's add our citrus. Now it says we need the juice of 2 lemons, not the outsides. I took some of the outside off because, well, it's tasty stuff. So let's just put into my lemon. Now if you have a lemon juicer, you can use that, but I do the old school way. Using my re-rinsed strainer, and get your hand in there. And there we go. Now the reason I used my strainer is because I don't want the pips in there. Not so worried about the pulp since we're going to be adding sultanas to it, but don't want the pips. Put that back on and go and clean up. Tasty. So the recipe calls for 226 grams of sultanas. I'm calling it 250. For ease, if you want to weigh it out, you can. So I'm going to do my usual. I know this is a 500 gram bag, so approximately half. And it calls for chopped sultanas. Or raisins, whichever ones you fancy. So, there we go. So now I have rough chopped approximately half a bag of sultanas, or raisins, whichever one suits your needs. And now it says to dump them in. That's exactly what we're going to do. And there we go, minus the ones that I dropped everywhere. We have approximately 250 grams of sultanas in here. So I'm just going to go grab the tea. We should be about ready now. Let's just go see if it's cold. So we're back. My minions have turned almost back to black, color changing. So now let us add in the lovely tannin from the tea. Oh yeah. That is looking nice and dark, like so. And now I'm just going to go and top it up. So since I already boiled my kettle, it's already sterilized. So just using the tap works all the same. It's easier to do it here. And now let's add in our lovely water. About there. Seems good. So let's give it a shake and then we'll test it with the hydrometer. There we go. So I've got my hydrometer, which has been in fresh water after being sterilized, and in it goes. So our hydrometer has stopped, and it is saying it's at 14%. Pretty cool. So if that ferments to dryness, that'll be 14%. But that means our liquid is at 1.088. It's pretty high up. But then again, we do have starches from the mint. We also have the sultanas, which are coated in sugar. And we added in the sugars as well. So all we've got to do now is pitch our yeast. Once I open it up. So we're just going to sprinkle in some yeast on the top. And that's as good to go. We have created a mint wine. Pretty cool. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank Andrew for sending me this recipe. It's just so weird. I had to give it a go. Don't forget to check. Can't speak. Don't forget to check out some of the videos. Don't forget to check out some of the other videos, and well, subscribe if you feel like it, guys. Carry on homebrewing. Cheers. So I just want to take a second to thank my patrons. They're helping me grow the channel, upgrade my equipment, all of that fantastic stuff. And as a thank you to them and for future patrons, I also do 4 Patreon-only videos per month. So it's pretty handy if you want a little bit extra. So there's some other links to videos down below, and of course the Patreon and subscribe button. don't forget to check those out. See ya.